It's boss time. I don't know why I said it with a stutter, but here, why not? We're back with some Wwe 2K22 Sasha Banks Universe mode. We're pretty much unbeaten so far in this Universe mode. We have got one L to our name, but that was because we didn't win the Money in the Bank match, and it's not like we were submitted or we were beaten by pinfall, so honestly I'm not really considering that a loss. As far as I'm concerned, we are the baddest bitch on SmackDown. We are the real boss. We are the #1, and we deserve a title shot. Let's be real. We've been putting together a bunch of wins. I think it's about time Charlotte Flair, decided to put that belt on the line. She can woo and she can steal her dad's fame and steal her dad's robes all she wants. But nah, Sasha Banks is the new boss coming through. So I think Charlotte needs to, I was going to say man up, but she already looks like a man. Charlotte needs to man down, put the belt on the fucking line, and give us a title shot. It's as simple as that. But let's see what we've got on SmackDown tonight. Carmella's just defeated Charlotte Flair. I totally forgot we're starting a rivalry with Mickie James. So this should be good. Looking forward to getting our hands on Mickie James. Mickie James now, soon to be a pensioner. Getting up there in age. Don't know how much longer she plans on going before she hangs up the boots for good. But who knows, maybe after this beating we give her tonight, she might decide that she can no longer go in the WWE. But will it be boss time, or will in fact Mickie James turn back the years? Can Mickie James make me eat my... What the fuck? It's Mickie James! Mickie James from behind. Sasha Banks doesn't see it. And Mickie James goes for a drop kick, misses, and Banks turns around. And Banks with chops, and Mickie James catches the leg there. Mickie James trying to gain the upper hand, but she didn't see... Banks seen it coming. Banks with a small roll-up, small package, but I ain't going to count on the outside, and these two are taking it to each other here. Sasha Banks then fighting back, still got a robe on, big European uppercut. Takes down Mickie. We're giving a hardcore country beatdown on the ramp. And a Northern Light suplex with Mickie James. Mickie James now beginning to take over here. And she just tosses Sasha Banks down the ring. Down the ring entrance ramp. Mickie James, oh, big suplex. Sasha Banks here getting a number done to her on the outside. We need to try and get back in the ring here. And another Northern Light suplex. I mean, come on, referee. Do something about this. And now Sasha Banks again just getting tossed into the ring here. So uncalled for. But Sasha Banks not having it and takes Mickie James down with a clothesline. But Mickie James looks to be one step ahead here and plants Sasha Banks with a DDT. Sasha's still trying to get to her feet and gets planted again with a DDT. And Mickie James looks proud of her work. She seems happy with the destruction that she's caused here. And a Northern Light suplex. Sasha Banks trying to go up now. Needs to try and connect with something. Goes downstairs, has a running knee. That might buy her a bit of time here. A big clothesline. Now Banks heading towards the top rope. Banks went for a crossbody, missed it. I think Mickie James may have hurt herself there too though. Mickie James, Irish whip. Sasha Banks goes flying over the top rope. Both women again on the outside. Onto the barricade goes Mickie James. And again, Mickie James was flying over the top here. And now they're brawling in the crowd. And Mickie James gets sent down to the mat with a kick. Big shot there from Sasha Banks. And Sasha Banks now. Oh, Sasha Banks' head bounces off that concrete. A big clothesline. And another big clothesline, and we might actually need to get back in the ring here. Mickie James almost were going into the lights, but both women now realising they need to probably get in the ring. Sasha goes to the top rope. Sasha's on the top rope. And that's a big leg drop. While Mickie James was standing, I think she hurt her ass. I'd rub it better. Come here, Sasha. Sasha going to the top rope again, though. Not looking to take this lion down. Big frog splash off the top into the cover. Mickie James kicks out at 1. Really? Mickie James rolls it their way there. Mickie James choking at Sasha over the top rope. Hits another Northern Lights suplex, and Sasha again rolls out to try and get herself a bit of breathing space. Sasha comes back in. Mickie James goes out. What's this here? Mickie James again now. Just chokes Sasha on the top there. And Sasha goes for the flying suicide dive. Chris Benoit style, crashed and burned. At least she's still alive though. Benoit, when he crashed and burned, he literally didn't come back from that. And Mickie James now continuing to beat up Sasha Banks here on the outside. Big kick there to the gut. Mickie James makes her way back in. Now Mickie James rolls out again. And Mickie James hits a Hurricane Rana on the outside. And then a drop kick to the back of Sasha. Sasha rolls out the way though. Sasha with a big elbow. Went for the clothesline. Mickie James continuing to be one step ahead here when they brawl on the outside. And look at Mickie James, relentless. As if she hates Sasha Banks. What's got into Mickie James here? She's got her on top. Just drops her face first on that ring apron. And then throws her into the ring. Sasha Banks needs to try and... She needs to try and get back to her feet here. Mickie goes downstairs. Mickie looking for the DDT. She nails it. Into the cover she goes. Oh, and Mickie James wins. Mickie James beats Sasha Banks, and call it an upset, call it what you want. I'll call it a good match, but it's not the result we were looking for. Unfortunately, couldn't kick out of the Mickie DDT. Almost gassed myself. Fuck, out of breath. Trying to tap the A button so hard there. But in the end, I couldn't do it. And Mickie James picks up the win. Surprisingly, it was only a 2-star match. But yeah, we can see some personality traits have changed. Mickie James has a bunch of enemies, by the looks of things. Or is that us? No, that's us, I think. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of enemies. God damn it. Becky Lynch, Bayley, Shotzi Blackheart, and now add Mickie James to that list. Crowd reaction, prideful. Current ranking, Women's Championship number... So we're the number 1 contender. So we got a 2.5-star match, that was good. But we are the number 1 contender. We just lost to Mickie James, which is not ideal. So yeah, I was talking about how we haven't been pinned. And then we just go eat a pinfall. So not exactly what we want to do. We're trying to compete for that Women's Championship, but I'm sure we'll bounce back. Got a bunch of other rivalries happening here on the show. Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin still going at it. John Cena defeats Cesaro. Roman Reigns beats Sheamus. And in the main event, it was the New Day that beat the Usos there. So, big win for the New Day. So, going to be a title shot for them in the near future, perhaps. Perhaps there will be. But I'm kind of a bit more concerned about us. I cannot believe that we lost like that. I'm sure Mickie definitely gained an advantage from attacking us before we even made it to the ring. We couldn't even get our coat off. Couldn't even get our gown off, man. We still had the, you know, the robe, the jacket, whatever you want to call it. And then Mickie James obviously attacked us from behind. She picked up the win tonight. But who knows? Maybe we'll get revenge next week. Will we get revenge against Mickie James? Will we be even against Mickie James? Will we even be able to compete after the SmackDown that Mickie James literally laid on us? No pun intended. That's going to do it, guys, for this episode of the Sasha Banks Universe mode here. I've been Son Scotland 90. I will be back with more videos soon. If you've enjoyed this, then please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video, let everybody in the world see that I got my ass whooped by Mickey James. I'll catch you guys next time, but until then, peace.